Hello. Y'all have had a lot of questions about my Prodigy here, so I will be telling you, this is like a problems I have with the boat. Tell you my experiences with the boat, because I know a lot of y'all have a bunch of questions for me, and here you go, I just like to ask a bunch of questions. To begin, just an overview. Went hunting twice, once in a brand new location we didn't even scout. Didn't see any birds flying, not any, but no teal flying. We only had teal season, closed last weekend, but we only had the new spot we went to. It took us like an hour and a half to figure out where the hell we were, but the new spot we didn't kill any birds. Went to Venice, opening day of teal season, and only killed one. We were set up in a pretty bad spot. Again, we didn't do no scouting out there. I'm not driving 3 hours one day, coming back and driving another 3 hours there, because it's 3 hours from my house one way. That's just too much for me. So, as y'all can tell, my polling platform is back there. I should have probably brought my little tripod, my handheld tripod, so I can get out there a little bit more, but y'all just gonna be really close to the face, boat in the background. And if y'all can hear it, it's a tin roof in my shop. We're going through Hurricane Delta, Gamma, one of them. It's like the second hurricane. It's gonna hit Lake Charles again, and we're all kind of screwed. So, ain't no biggie, whatever. But you might see my dad's boat in the background. But, you know, we'll talk about that maybe another day if you want to know. But, so, start off, none of these problems, I've only had one problem that was really Gator Tail's fault. I mean, Prodigy's fault. I don't fucking own a Gator Tail anymore. But I only have one problem that's really Prodigy's fault. And I'll bring y'all to it. On the back, on the actual back of my boat, I have this is the drain for my live well right here. It was actually not caulked up all the way. So I ran a bead of clear caulk around this and around inside on the other side of this, and it actually fixed all of my problems basically. I was getting some water in my boat, but it was weird because I would get a little bit of water in my boat and it would quit. Like it like let a little bit in and then it stopped. I don't know why. That was kind of you know, but they just didn't caulk it all the way. So I caulked it and it was fine. I don't get no water in my boat, but it's whatever, you know. I didn't expect to have to do that to a brand new boat. But next thing I've had a problem with, and I guess this is another Prodigy flaw. Not really a Prodigy flaw, but I mean, what can I expect? Let me see if I can grab it without knocking everything over. I'm sure they're made out of steel, but let me lay it down for y'all. As you can tell, it goes straight and then takes a while to bend. I went to the sandbar, stuck one in. First time bringing my boat out, actually. Stuck one in, and I didn't think I was getting this out. Since then, I switched to all Super Sticks. They're all fiberglass. Hopefully I don't break one of them, which, you know, fiberglass is pretty tough. Honestly, I think Prodigy should just go with Super Stick straight off the bat. Don't even use those aluminum ones anymore, or steel ones, whatever. My Hummingbird actually shorted out on me. My Hummingbird shorted out. I went fishing Friday in my buddy's pond. I just put my boat in my pond. It's actually the day I checked the leak. I put silicone on it, let it dry for a couple days, and then I asked my buddy if I could bring it to his pond and put it in and make sure it wasn't leaking or anything. And it wasn't, but you know, I was using my Helix 10, Helix 9. I think I got the Helix 9. I don't really remember what I got, but I got one of them. I got the Helix 9. But I was using the damn Helix 9, and Saturday I come out here. That was a Friday. Saturday I come out here, try to turn it on. I turned my master switch on for all the power of the electronics in my boat, and it cut on automatically. I was like, I usually have to press the power button, but I turned it off and on like 16 times, and it would always like cut back on. It was shorted out somehow, so I brought it to Bass Pro, plugged it in at their place in their display units. It was the unit shorting out, so whatever, you know. They're actually supposed to be sending it back. It's supposed to get here Friday. They sent it back. I think they gave me a new power unit, power head or something. I don't know. Hopefully it's fixed, because I really don't have to want to deal with that shit. I think I'm gonna put the camera down and talk, because it's a lot better. I think I'm moving around too much, because you know I like to move around when I talk. So if I sit down, I can control myself. So first thing I noticed, not a big deal, but you know I spent $38,000 on the boat. On my switch panel, this is the original switch panel I got. If you can see, there's a big old, I think this is made out of aluminum or something, but it's just a big scratch right there, and it kind of catches your finger. You know, I ain't really complaining, but I just asked them to send me a new one, send me a brand new one. Wasn't a big deal, you know. I was happy with it, you know. Just customer service. This is why I love Prodigy so much, because customer service here is outstanding. They'll always take care of you. So, all right, and this is actually my 3-blade, which is 11 pitch. That's about it. It came stock on the 50th anniversary edition. I actually bought a new prop. I'll bring y'all over there. I got the 2-blade big blade. It's worked by Baggy to, I honestly don't even know the pitch. That prop, the 3-blade prop, pushed my boat around 28 miles an hour. At best, like I could barely get to 28.1 miles per hour. So, and then with the 2-blade the big blade, it pushed me around 31. I can get it. So I mean, I ain't looking to go that much faster. All right, so I picked the camera back up because I wanted to show y'all something. I actually turned my tips up a little bit up. Just, I think they look a little bit better. Like it, just the side profile. Side profile, I think it looks a little bit better. They were angled at like this, downwards. And I turned them up, and I think it looks a little bit better. I think it's just a personal preference. I'll show y'all what I did. Vanguard is notorious about that little screw popping out, so that I almost lost my air filter cover, and probably my whole air filter in Venice that week we went opening day. Boat impressions, would 100% buy another one if I had the money to buy another one. I'll never own another brand aluminum boat. This is probably the last aluminum boat I'm gonna buy. Honestly, boat does so much better than my last boat. Just overall performance, in and out of grass, water, you know, it just, with my old boat, I felt like I couldn't get through anything. I couldn't get through like just plain lilies. I felt like my boat was so like just getting caught up on it. This boat, I don't know if it's the Gator Glide or just the performance. It's a mean boat. This is probably my perfect setup for duck hunting in the winter, which Louisiana doesn't really get that cold. So I mean, and fishing, freshwater fishing. I'm definitely gonna do a lot of freshwater fishing. I love to bass fish, obviously. Until I've been doing it since I can't even remember. My dad would take me on his boat. So, and even to go shallow water fishing, you know, I got the mud motor for that purpose, to go in some shallow water, and I got this sighting platform, poling platform, so I can find them fish. Well guys, it's getting pretty loud with this rain, and I walked back here, and I'm gonna keep doing hunting videos. Not just, it's just what I do. I'm gonna do hunting, fishing, reviews, just videos in general. The only reason I didn't video these last hunts is because it was just kind of like last minute, not last minute, but it was just kind of winging it kind of deal. This video will be out Friday. I'll probably go record another video Saturday, Sunday, depending on how this weather is.